Hello, hello, hello. You are tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's topic, Nitro was right again. Hey, yo. So, Mark Andrews goes on two different platforms. I believe Jay Adams and also Phil from CBS. And he's talking about not only Lamar, but he's talking about the OC and how Baltimore is perceived. My God. I can't wait to dive into this. Reason why? Because I'm laughing. I'm taking victory laps at this point. But without further ado, let's jump into it, and then we're going to discuss. Here we go.
One thing that Lamar always preaches is that he's a Raven, and he wants to be a Raven. He loves the organization, loves the people, he loves the team. And so I'm hoping both sides can find a way to get it done because he's such a special player. He's one of my favorite people in the world. He's a great friend, a great person, and just a guy you always want to have around.
Tell me about that, the guy. Because there's people out there saying, and I talked to Patrick Queen about this too a couple weeks ago, there's people out there saying he didn't want it, or he could have played, but he didn't, and there's all that. Does that infuriate you? Like, because that's questioning a person. Yeah, it's tough, man. But that's the position that he's in, and he's been in that position for a long time. You know, Heisman Trophy winner, and anytime you're a quarterback of his caliber, you're going to get all these questions and people that talk about it. But you got to look at Lamar the person. You know, they don't understand exactly what he's going through, how he's feeling, and all those type of things. So I think that everybody just let Lamar be Lamar. Understand that he's the ultimate competitor. If he could have been out there playing, he would have been out there playing. So give him his respect, man.
You see, give him his respect. Something that very much of you Raven fans are refusing to do. It's bad enough that we have to deal with the media. It's bad enough that we have to deal with the AFC North opponents. It's bad enough that we have to deal with other teams. But to hear from your own fan base at the highest pitch level is absolutely infuriating. Listen, he didn't make another video on this, right? But he did go, I believe, on Chris Simms. I said Phil, but Chris Simms, because I think about Phil Simms. Yeah, whatever. But Chris Simms podcast, and he said, this is such a pass. I'm quoting him. All right. It says, Ravens tight end Mark Andrews went on what a new OC needs to bring. And there's quotes that this is such a pass-happy league. Duh. If you're not doing it, you're gonna fall behind. He said they need to change the narrative that Baltimore isn't a great place for wide receivers to flourish. He also defended Lamar again on Chris Simms' show and said if Lamar could have been out there, he would have been out there. Oh, isn't that what we've been saying? I'm actually hearing Raven fans coming out and saying that Lamar Jackson doesn't have heart. He doesn't have willpower because he can't magically heal himself like he's Logan from the X-Men, a.k.a. Wolverine. But something's wrong with me. You see, I'm going to go even a little further into this because I'm going to show you how people flip-flop. Y'all remember Quadri Ishmael, right? He is one of the people that in Ravens media that covers the team, brings up things, talks about the players. How many times have you heard him defend Greg Roman? How many times have you said it's time to bring back bully ball? How many times have you heard him snicker, acting and treating himself like he is higher, above, and knows more than the fans in which he criticizes? Am I the only one that didn't know that? This man has come out and also said you have to evolve. Him, one of the leaders, one of the champion people behind all of the criticism that Lamar Jackson get, is now singing a different tune. Ooh. Switching up songs on him. Listen, I think it was real short about what he had said. I'm seeing if I could find it, right? But listen, my problem with all of this, right? And this is where I stand on a lot of things, right? is that now you're having people who have been on one side defending it, berating, saying that we're the slow. The people at the end of the bar don't know what we're talking about is now saying yes. Because you know what it looks like? Let me tell y'all what it looks like. It's one thing when it's during the season and you have the media pushing a certain narrative. It's another thing when you have Ray Lewis come out and champion Lamar. Mark Andrews come out and champion Lamar. Patrick Queen come out and champion Lamar. It looks bad on the organization. Because once again, and Marlon Humphrey championing Lamar. Shout outs to him too. So now everyone's saying, they all can't be crazy. They all can't be wrong. So let's act like we didn't say what we were saying those other months ago and just move forward. Let's look. It's in the past, man. It's in the past. No. See, this is why we like to keep receipts. Y'all out here ordering up a big old venti haterade and then want to act like the order never was what you actually ordered. These are things we've already said. You're not going to run 70% of the times and win a Super Bowl. The league has skewed the rules. Gone are the days of Ray Lewis when he could literally knife through defense and lay the hammer on people and have them out here screaming.
William Knife Man.
And I'm serious. He would straight, as soon as Ray Lewis hit it, boom! That's all you would hear. Sounds of displeasure, discomfort. Ray Lewis was the real William Knife Man. But that's not what the NFL wants. They want scoring. Because you know what scoring does? It brings in uncasual fans. You see what we are? We're fans, right? And then you have casual fans and uncasual fans. You have people that are, I'll watch it sometimes, whatever. Then you have us that watch it every Sunday. Then you have the people that don't know what it is. But if it's high-paced, high-octane, right? They'll tune into it. They want all those breadcrumbs. They ain't leaving nothing behind. This is why I've been trying to get through. Listen, I'm trying to get this through so many people's heads. When you look at the NFL, yes, it's football, but do understand it's a business first. And what's the old adage? The house always wins. So why are you so... Listen, I'm not saying that you have to give up running the ball. I would never say that. You need balance. You need balance. 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 But thinking that keeping a fullback on the field 89% of the plays, with the only player that plays more stats than him being the quarterback in the center, there's something wrong with that. I'm just laughing. Because there were actually reports trying to come out that Mark Andrews was one of the people mad at Lamar because he quit on the team. Right? You know what Lamar, I keep trying to tell people, Lamar has done, nothing has been given to that man. Nothing. Everything he has, he's earned. And he's earned it the hard way. Not the Aki way, the hard way. And every single turn, everybody tries to just shut him down. Like, how many bells need to go off in people's heads so they can see the message? Like, come on now, man. And the worst, and here's the thing. Everybody's willing to blame Greg Roman. No. Do you know who wants to run the ball? Harbaugh wants to run the ball. Do you know who wants to play this old style, thinking that it's all team, and stars and other things are not necessarily what the team needs? Harbaugh. The same Raven fans that are saying, oh, Harbaugh's such a great coach, was the same ones calling for his job before Lamar Jackson came here. Does that ring a bell? Oh, y'all forgot. So now we're sitting here wondering, how do we move forward? I'll tell you how you move forward. You sign your franchise. Who is Lamar Jackson? The most exciting player in the league. And then when you have that piece with an offensive coordinator that can marinate and fuse the pass game with the run game, then free agent wide receivers will be lining up to come here. Because you know what receivers love more than getting an abundance of targets? Do you know what it is? You don't know? You want me to tell you? Hold on. I'm going to give it a second. I want you to think about it for a second. Do you know? It's one-on-one coverage. One-on-one coverage. That's the only thing. The only thing that's above an abundance of targets for receivers are one-on-one coverage all game. And if they come here to Baltimore, that's what they're going to get all game long. And you know what's going to happen to those other teams? They're going to be in a very poor predicament. They're going to be screaming out because there's not going to be nothing they can do. I have a question. What's going to be your answer if we get a Mike Evans or a DeAndre Hopkins and say, all right, corner, if you press him, there's a chance he might go over the top. So we'll try to put safety coverage over there for you, right? That takes the safety away from the run game. Now Lamar can check out and check back into a run. And if the running back takes it and goes 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 yards. If it's perfectly blocked, he might get more. But then you have to worry about Lamar keeping it. If you put that safety over the top of a DeAndre Hopkins or a Mike Evans. Sounds like a bad predicament to me. And that's all it's going to be. Defenses will have no answers. It'll just be pain. I'm so tired of people disrespecting. I'm going to be real with you. Lamar Jackson is the most disrespected athlete right now in the NFL and top 3 most disrespected athletes in the world. And I really, truly believe that. I truly do mean that. And I've looked up the statistics. I've watched other people have berated other athletes. And everything has been called into question with this man. His intelligence. His manhood. His talent. His success. Down to even the darkness of his skin, aiding him in how he plays. Chad. Yo! You would think this was a movie. It's not. This has been the real life and times of one named Lamar Demetrius Jackson. So Mark Andrews and other people are now coming up because now the season's done. They can be candid about things, right? And you're hearing everything start to come out. You're hearing how players don't want to play here unless they know what's happening with Lamar. Is he being signed? All right, then we might just make a play over there. Remember, most players don't have the option of going where they want. Only the elite do, the best of the best. You think they're going to go to any downtrodden situation? Sit there and lose? With non-guaranteed contracts, knowing that the team will milk out their prime years and then cut them at the first chance to save a buck? Come on now, man. This is child's play. Stop. Yo, listen. I want everyone to do this, right? And I've said this before. Take a second and put yourself in a Lamar Jackson shoes. You are on the cusp of doing something that nobody in the NFL has ever done, contract-wise. You have the talent and ability to be the greatest ever. And everything that you've achieved, you've done it with everybody laughing in your face every step of the way. How would you be smiling in press conferences? No. You'd probably be cursing people out. I mean, at this point, people are questioning even his desire to play football. My God, have you no shame? William Knife Man. Look, I love that the teammates are coming out and saying this stuff because it's just cementing the truth even further. Right? And the truth is, the Ravens have let this man down. And which means they've let us down. Because so much of us has put our faith in the front office of not only building a contender, but doing whatever it can to win a Super Bowl. I have to ask y'all this question before we close. Can any of you honestly look in the mirror and say the Ravens have done everything within their power to win a Super Bowl? Or better yet, have they done everything within their power to give them the best chance to win a Super Bowl? If you got to pause, if you got to think about it, then that's the answer. The answer is this. No. They haven't done everything. And that's the hard reality, the harsh truth that some Raven fans now are finally coming to understand. And it's sad. And that was another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Yes, sir. And before we close, William Knife Man. But listen, thank you guys for watching. You can be anywhere else in the world, but you're here with me, and you know I do appreciate that. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment in the comment section. And if you would like to donate to help out the platform to grow to the great heights in which we have our eyes set on, you can look at the bottom of the screen for a QR code that brings you to the Cash App, or in the description that gives you the Cash App, right? Money sign, The Wunderkind Show. So once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This is your host, Nitro, signing off. And you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I'm out. Yeah.